record. The fastest player in the history, 30-year history of the WNBA, the fastest player in the history of all of the WNBA's time to reach 600 assists. She did it in just 72 games, guys. Do you think Stephanie White congratulated her on breaking a record? Do you think, but before we get into it, do you think so?
Hello, everyone. Today I'm back with another exciting and interesting video. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into it. At the highest economic level, professional basketball's whole corporate fabric has formally broken. And after the most disastrous CEO leak in WNBA history, the whole multi-billion-dollar sports industry is presently spiraling out of uncontrolled control. The ambitious wealthy ownership group of the Los Angeles Sparks staged a covert double purchase masterstroke behind closed doors. And now we are presenting the conclusive documentary evidence of this. The international media thought for months that the West Coast syndicate was only writing a huge deal for Caitlin Clark. However, the internet has just experienced the ultimate shockwave. Caitlin Clark formally called for a confidential ultimatum that was not negotiable. If you do not sign Sophie, the $50 million agreement is off the table. The front office of the Sparks did not think twice. They carried out a hostile double signing in a well-planned midnight raid, taking both of the star franchise players in one swift move. The Indiana Fever team is in full financial devastation as a result of this extraordinary theft, and head coach Stephanie White has officially gone insane on live television. Corporate control has been brutally reduced to dust. The league's legal networks are collapsing under intense public scrutiny, and the hidden ultimatum, the last countdown to the complete eradication of the Fever's residual credibility, has officially hit zero. I will resign if you do not bring Sophie. We must first examine the poisonous locker room warfare Caitlin Clark endured within the Indiana facility in order to fully understand why this enormous double evacuation is the final premeditated salvation for her career. The coaching staff followed a risky hottie routine of fabricated bench rotations, intentional late-game isolation, and passive-aggressive gaslighting in the press room for the whole season being carried out to reduce the commercial power of the generational stars. However, they greatly misjudged Clark's strategic acumen. Behind closed doors, Clark was quietly forging an unshakable bond with Sophie, the one person who supported her throughout every administrative betrayal. Clark did more than simply write her name when the Sparks called with an enormous $50 million blank check. She made a ruthless, heartless power move while staring directly into the eyes of the West Coast CEOs. She would not jump ship by herself. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 91% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So, did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now, back to the video.
Shelbourne letting it be known. This new ownership group is heavily involved in making changes that could have a lasting impact on the team. And this is the ownership group, the Walter Group. They came in and made the big splash for Luka Doncic. They're the ones, they're not bringing back LeBron James. They are ushering in the new faces of the league, and there's no bigger face in women's sports than Caitlin Clark. The Walter Group is looking to get Caitlin Clark locked in LA. They see the malpractice that's going on, and you better believe they're going to be scouring the market for a GM that may have a good relationship with Caitlin Clark or Caitlin Clark's representation, somewhere where they can tie this thing together. This ownership group is looking to make a move. Now, head coach Lynn Roberts spoke about this. She spoke about the important ways. He spoke about Cameron Brink, a bunch of stuff. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes.
In order for Sophie to leave the poisonous Midwest facility with her, she insisted that she be granted instant premium contract conditions. Clark proved once and for all that she is the best chess player by totally avoiding the Fever's front office traps by making the Sparks carry out a dual hostile takeover for use both on and off the court. The LA Sparks made a huge double acquisition. An instantaneous systemic tsunami paralyzed the Indiana front office as soon as the private financial blueprints of this dual contract agreement got beyond guarded digital computers. The leadership of Los Angeles offered more than a typical trade acquisition package. They carried out a well-planned corporate attack intended to take advantage of the developing administrative division inside the Fever's company. The Sparks developed a dual payroll system that circumvented luxury tax restrictions via external West Coast tech partnership integrations supported by significant international venture capital investments. Corporate sports boardrooms are experiencing an uncontrollably high level of frenzy as a result of this unprecedented double signing.
Is just they play fast, and I think she helps them play faster. So we've got to be really aware of that, and that's why our defense on when did we play? Monday. In the half court wasn't bad. It was our live ball turnovers that just turned into fast break points in 3 seconds. You do that against Indiana, it's going to be 2 points in 2 seconds. So we've got to take care of the ball. And obviously your pickup point begins higher with Caitlin out there. She can shoot it once across the half court, and she will. So obviously she's another tremendous player to add to them. And the first time we played them, she played. Last time she didn't. So we've seen both.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She'll shoot it as soon as she cross half court. It seemed like everybody around the league be recognizing the greatness of Caitlin Clark, except the damn coach that she has. And Lynn Roberts went on to laud about Kate Martin as well, who looks like she might be there long term with the Sparks. Look at this interaction post game between Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin. Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. Caitlin like, look, man, don't even worry about it. You looking good in this purple and gold. I can't wait to join you. I can't wait to join you in LA, girl. I miss you, bestie. I miss you, bestie. Caitlin is ready to get to LA for good. Caitlin is ready to get to LA permanently. Let's take a look at what Lynn Roberts had to say about Kate Money Martin.
At this level. But when she is out there, what kind of advantages do you have when she's able to slide up that way?
Yeah, and I mean, desperate times seek desperate measures, right? So we are, we didn't.
Mandating the immediate freezing of local Midwest marketing spending by main network sponsors. They came to the realization that the greatest television draws in the sports history had successfully planned their long-term combined departure from Indiana. The whole corporate reckoning is being carried out with horrifying mathematical accuracy, and the hunters are now formally the hunted. The total psychological collapse of coach Stephanie White. Head coach Stephanie White is now the only focus of the disastrous consequences from this double crime. As her professional reputation has been totally and irreversibly destroyed on the internet worldwide as she confronts the reality of being totally outwitted and left empty-handed, the cozy delusion of total executive control has quickly turned into a scary professional nightmare. When White learned that both of her main franchise pillars had signed West Coast contracts right in front of her, she had a total psychological breakdown. According to internal leaks from a secure Indiana facility, primary shareholders are calling for rapid systemic responsibility, and emergency board meetings are presently held around the clock.
Minutes restriction off me, guys. That's what Caitlin Clark is thinking. Now let's get to when she actually brings up Caitlin Clark, and she's going to refuse to give her credit and congratulate her on breaking a record.
Players in double figures. Prepare ball. See, welcome back, baby. Yeah.
That's all I get, huh? A welcome back. Welcome back. I played 2 days ago. Y'all set me out the day after you played me 15 minutes. What do you mean a welcome back? Because I got to play 9 more minutes today? How about congratulations on breaking a record, 600 assists in 72 games, being the fastest player in the history to do it? No? Won't mention that, huh? Okay, let's see.
Collective effort. See, welcome back, baby. Yeah. Collective effort. Our energy, our toughness, our ability to withstand runs, big shots, so in that. Yeah. Hey, but most important thing, y'all, 3 wins out on the road trip. Hey, collective effort every night. A collective effort every night. When we played connected as we did on both ends of the floor, nobody can stop us. Together.
Now, do y'all remember when Kelsey Mitchell broke her record? Y'all remember when Kelsey Mitchell broke her record? The Stephanie White, oh, Kelsey Mitchell! None of that for Caitlin. None of that. Insane. I don't even think, I don't think you can be this, like, not smart. I think this is being done on purpose.
White's career has been completely paralyzed. The rest of the locker room has rejected her leadership outright. Heil investors are publicly calling for her quick and necessary departure before the whole business is subject to a full-scale fan-led financial boycott. Her commercial viability is dead. Millions of enraged fans are making fun of the generic well-crafted damage control remarks online, and live television is showing the last countdown to an utter administrative cleaning. The Raccooning, a new West Coast NPR featuring Sophie and Caitlin Clark, formally unites beneath the Los Angeles Sparks' billion-dollar lights. Global sports entertainment as a whole has reached a stage where there is no turning back. This is not a typical athletic transfer anymore. This is a full-scale cultural and economic revolution that demonstrates that administrative corruption and bureaucratic jealousy will no longer hold generational brilliance captive. Not only has Clark protected her own historic future by striking an unprecedented double contract on the West Coast, but she has also created the greatest model for athlete empowerment globally.
I think this is being done on purpose. I think it's being done on purpose. We got to get to this article here, courtesy of Yahoo Sports. Caitlin Clark shows discontent over officiating decision after hostile act involving Chelsea Gray. Here it says, with 4:26 left in the second quarter of Sunday's Indiana Fever Las Vegas Aces, Caitlin Clark took on point guard Chelsea Gray, point grandma, because she's done. She's cooked. Chelsea Gray's done. The lady can't move. She moved like Damiris Dantas. It's over. It ended in another highly debated foul call as Clark tried,
leaving her former traitors to perish in the whole wreckage of their own tactical defeat. Will Indiana's surviving top leadership resign willingly before their billion-dollar brand equity is totally destroyed? Or will this unprecedented double escape be the last impetus for a long-term elimination of dishonest management in the sports industry as a whole? There is one thing that is certain. The whole world is keeping a close eye on every business action going ahead. This multi-million-dollar fight has reached its maximum boiling point, and the next explosion is going to alter everything forever. So, make sure you press the subscribe button and enable your alerts right now. If you are a Clark fan, comment below.